joining us now, Kayleigh McEnany. You watched these hearings today. Just divert your attention for a second. I mean, we are really talking about massive amounts of money from countries that are not friendly with the U.S. We're talking about outright media censorship, big tech censorship. And now it's all turning out to be true, where the same people lectured us for a long time telling us about Russian interference with the Trump campaign that was proven false.
Sean, it's incredible. I asked reporter after reporter after reporter along the campaign trail, why aren't you covering this? I said, you have a laptop. You now have a firsthand witness in Tony Bobulinski, literally the business partner of Hunter Biden, and you have a campaign in Joe Biden who will not deny the facts of this case. Remarkably, if they're not true, all Joe Biden has to do is come out and say, this is not true, this is false, this is defamatory, as President Trump did with Russiagate, which was a hoax. None of that happened. They did not deny it, and the press didn't cover it. It was the biggest act of journalistic malpractice in 4 years since the Russia hoax that they propelled in 2016. Journalism has to get to a higher standing place in this country. The American people deserve better. They don't deserve censorship, and the reporters of today need to take a look in the mirror because they don't deserve to call themselves reporters. At this point, they are, in fact, activists.
I want to go back to the Wisconsin Supreme Court. One justice saying this is not the rule of law in Wisconsin. It is the rule of judicial activism through inaction. The Chief Justice leading the dissent with a very powerful remark saying 4 members of this court will throw the cloak over numerous problems that will be repeated again and again until this court has the courage to correct them. Apparently, the courage doesn't exist. Kayleigh McEnany.
Yeah, I want to praise that judge. That judge had courage because, as was noted today by the Nevada attorney in the hearings, he said none of our evidence has been refuted. In fact, it has been ignored. In depositions in Nevada, for instance, the opposing counsel from Perkins Coie, the big leftist activist firm, could not dispute that illegal votes had happened, and we even had the numbers of them. They couldn't dispute it, but instead a judge chose to ignore it. And here's what they did, Sean. Here was the clever little trick, and it happened in Nevada. When the claims were brought beforehand, when we warned and said, hey, mass mail-in voting is a problem, we brought these claims to a court of law. They said, hey, your claim's not right, come back after the election. We bring it after the election to the same court, and they say, latches, which is a legal doctrine saying your claim is too late. It can't not be ripe and then be too late. Those are the kind of gimmickry tricks that happened, and we've got to try to fix this because 2022 is on the line, 2024 and beyond.
And we need to fix it by the 5th. Yeah, same ruling by the one judge that actually
Absolutely.
President Trump appointed on the Supreme Court in Wisconsin. You should have brought this earlier. What, before the law was broken, before it was discovered, and the idea that Texas wouldn't have standing when the votes of Texans literally would be rendered meaningless if other people don't follow the law and the Constitution. They would be disenfranchised. All right, Kayleigh, thank you.